Who knew that your brown spotted bananas are simply the best? They can sweeten up any dish and cut back on all the artificial sugar. Not sold yet? Today we're going to be making 2 delicious recipes using ripe bananas, a smoothie and banana bread. We'll also dig into all the benefits and yumminess of ripe bananas. Ripe bananas, I wouldn't go near them as a kid. A little brown spot on my banana and I would throw it in the trash. Little did I know that I was missing out on the best thing that a banana can give us. Bananas, ripe or not, have a ton of fabulous health benefits. They're rich in vitamins and nutrients and such a filling and packed energy snack. Another great thing is that you can find bananas pretty much anywhere at any time of the year. When you let your banana ripen, you get a banana filled with a ton of antioxidants on top of everything else. What more could you ask for? And oh, do I have more. By using ripe bananas, you get a source of natural sweetness. So when we add ripe bananas to our smoothies, we don't need to use any artificial sugar. We can let nature do the work. I was an emotional eater for a long time, and I had a sweet tooth. Ripe bananas helped me to find alternative recipes that were much healthier. So I started adding bananas to cookie recipes, smoothie bowls, desserts, and so much more. If you want to see more of these yummy recipes, head over to my Instagram where I put out a lot of special content just for you. I've also found that bananas are a great snack as is. Simple, available right away, and delicious. My favorite way to use ripe bananas are in smoothies. I just love smoothies. It's a great way to start the day. I fill my smoothie with amazing ingredients and still satisfy my sweet tooth. It's truly the best of both worlds. Now let the bananas work their magic. We can keep our bananas on the counter and wait for them to ripen. When we eat smoothies often, we may need to buy lots of bananas. A little trick is to fill a glass with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a chopped banana, and saran wrap on top. I poke little holes in the saran wrap and it actually works to catch all of those pesky little fruit flies. Whenever our ripe bananas are ready, spotted or black enough, peel them and cut the banana into 4 pieces so we can remember how many pieces make up 1 banana. Then put them in a single layer and place them in the freezer. We can even keep a stock of frozen bananas in the freezer so we have bananas at any time. Now that you know more about ripe bananas, let's jump right in to our first recipe. Let's start the day with a little mocha. Without the ripe bananas, this smoothie only tastes mediocre, but with the ripe bananas, it turns into an irresistible smoothie option. This recipe only takes 10 minutes to make, and listed below, there's a link in the description box with a detailed recipe. For now, this is all you need. 2 frozen bananas, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon maca powder, a half a teaspoon vanilla extract, 3/4 a cup of chilled coffee, and 1/4 a cup of almond milk. Start by making coffee. Just do it the way you typically would in the morning. The caffeine in coffee typically doesn't jive with me, but I love the flavor combo of coffee and chocolate. So for this recipe, I always select decaf coffee, but select what works best for you. Whenever your coffee is ready, set aside 3/4 a cup of coffee and let it chill for 5 minutes. You can also use already made cold brewed coffee for a quick and easy option. Now we can add the ingredients to our blender. Place the frozen bananas, cocoa powder, maca powder, which gives off a nutty little flavor, vanilla extract, almond milk, and our chilled coffee. Blend until smooth and serve in a glass. The cocoa powder is high in antioxidants and the maca powder boosts your immune system, energy, and even your sex drive. A really great addition to smoothies and sweet treats. Now let's start with that second recipe that I've got for you. I've been enjoying this banana bread recipe for quite a while now. It's heartwarming and a comforting treat. I like to use almond flour in this recipe. It's a good alternative to wheat flour and great if you're looking for a gluten-free or something more nutritious. Almond flour is packed with protein, nutrients, and low in carbs. As you know, I spend a ton of time thinking about food and creating recipes that balance flavor and health. Most banana bread recipes I've seen use a ton of sugar. This is where the star of this video, ripe bananas, really come in. The ripe bananas sweeten this up to perfection. Note that our recipe includes 1/4 a cup of coconut sugar, which is a natural sugar, but you can omit this if you'd like. As always, there's a link in the description box below with details for the full recipe. Now for this recipe, you'll need 2 ripe bananas, a 1/2 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 1/4 a cup of coconut sugar, 3 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon salt, a 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1 1/4 cup almond milk, 2 1/2 cups of almond flour, 1 1/2 cups of oats, and a 1/2 cup of raisins. Start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. Then line an 8 by 4 inch loaf pan with parchment paper. Take a bowl and start mashing your bananas with a fork until you achieve a puree consistency. Add your vanilla, egg, coconut oil, coconut sugar, baking powder, salt, ground cinnamon, and almond milk. Mix until well combined. Then add the almond flour and give it a stir. Note that you don't want to overmix the batter because the end product can be a little tough, but make sure to get all the dry flour. Next, mix in the oats, and finally, gently fold in your mix-ins. I'm going to use raisins today. Pour everything into our pan and bake for 45 minutes. Check with a toothpick if our bread is done. The toothpick should come out clean. When the bread is done, it should feel firm and be golden brown on top. The hardest part of this recipe may be waiting for it to cool on the counter before slicing it. Once again, listed below in the description box, you can find the full breakdown of this recipe. There we have it, 2 insanely delicious recipes with ripe bananas, both great breakfast options to start our day. If you like this video today, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button listed below. These recipes are a favorite in my home. I sure love smoothies and can't say no to a slice of banana bread, especially when it's fresh out of the oven. Let me know in the comments below if you tried this recipe. It always means a lot to hear from you. And if you have recipes to share using ripe bananas, share it with the world and use the hashtag #KindRecipe. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm glad I could bring a little sweetness into your day. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. See you in the next one.